secret, and so do you. In fact, we all have this secret. This secret is a password. But perhaps this secret isn't much of a secret anymore. Because with $2 and 5 minutes, I can get into your Amazon and Netflix account. That gives me endless access to whatever your favorite shows are. And with another 10 minutes and 15 more dollars, I can get into your Verizon, Comcast, and even your PayPal accounts. See, that's the thing about passwords. As long as they exist, we will look for and succeed in finding a way to hack them. This practice isn't new either. It goes as far back as 413 BC during the Peloponnesian War. During this war, Athenian general Demosthenes landed in Sicily with 5,000 men to attack Syracuse. This war was almost predetermined. The Syracusans were far weaker than the Athenians, and it was predetermined that they would lose. At the climax of the war, the Athenians were scattered around Syracuse, and so they developed a watchword, the earliest form of a password to communicate amongst themselves. However, the Syracusans were sly as well. They picked up on this watchword, and this allowed them to pose as allies. This allowed the opponents to become allies, and this was the turning point in the war. By hacking this watchword that the Athenians had, the Syracusans were able to win the war. Now, this isn't where it ended or started either. If we flash forward to 1961, in MIT's lab, the community sharing system allowed each user to only be on the internet for 4 hours. However, PhD student Alan Burns was not okay with this. So he had a simple hack. It was very simple, in fact. All he did was log into the website and find a file that had all the passwords. He printed this out, and now he had access to every password and endless hours of free internet usage. The use of the password has developed since then. It's no longer used for small communication systems or small data usage. Our emails have now become our universal login. We use them for shopping, sharing pictures, sharing documents, and even taxes and finances. It's scary, isn't it? How the simple one-word password that we have can expose us so much. Now, it's even led to a new profession. Yes, hacking is a profession. There are hackers, and they get paid to do so. An interesting study by Wired.com included one in which security consultant Mark Burnett compiled a list of 10,000 most common passwords. And amongst them, the number one password was the word password itself. And the second most common password was 123456. That's the first most common hack. Now, the second most common hack is reuse. Yes. How many of you use the same password for multiple sites? Most of us do. In fact, in a study by Wired.com, it was found that 49% of people use the same password for Yahoo.com and eHarmony. With this, it's no surprise that passwords get hacked so often. And so, in fact, the least common type of hack is actually the one we first think of when we think of a hack. People who use algorithms to find passwords are actually very rare. So, after we've analyzed the history of a password and found out about how hacks happen, there's only one conclusion that we can draw. Nothing can stop a truly determined hacker, not even a 256 hexadecimal password. So let's accept the fact. Hackers will hack. Thank you.